Hi everyone, I'm just sharing with you what I take on vacation to be creative. So here's my tote bag that I got from my auntie. I put all my art material in there. Then I have two books that I use. I have this just to separate. Bit of cardboard. It's actually the backing of another watercolor pad, and then I have my soluble watercolor crayons, wrappings that I get from gifts. There's this one, there's another one in here, like a little bit more of a bright pink that I use. I've been ripping them. Got some washi tape, glue, some pens, Sharpies, labels, pair of scissors, chunky wooden crayon. So this is my second, and I've been working on this not long. There's a few sketches that I did back home, but this is where I started on my trip, and I do this on my downtime. And I just like, even when I'm on a train or on the airplane or in the hotel, just relaxing. And as you can see, this one has a collage underneath that I had before leaving home, and it's got tea bag on it, you know, the little label. It's got tissue paper underneath, and I finished it off here with my white pen with this guy, which is an acrylic. Actually, no, this is a gel pen. And I did this one with the Posca pen and a very thin tip pen. Used the washi tape that I brought here, and some, just watercolors and doodles. This one I already had done before. The background, the tissue paper, like the gold leaf and things like that, but the rest I did it now on vacation. I did the blackout and then the X's with the whites and just finished it off. Yes, you've guessed it, I'm in London right now, and so this is a piece of brown paper that I used and kind of brought that theme again, and finished that one off. This one, actually I did a vase, didn't like it, so I blacked it out, and that was that. Here's a couple more. We were in Brighton, and I went to the pavilion, and they sold for £1 paper that represented wallpaper, vintage wallpaper from the palace, and so I bought a ton of paper, and this is just a bit of it that I used to finish this painting off. This as well as from this paper here. I used a bit there, a bit here. Yeah, as a background, and so gives it some dimension. Here's another one. This one I actually bought some napkins in the National Museum. No, sorry, the National Gallery, and I just stuck it there, and I kind of like it. It's the Monet, the Bridge of Monet, and then I kind of filled it in and did my own thing. Here's some newspaper. We got an after curry, and I just stuck that on there as well. These are more papers that I got from the pavilion in Brighton. There was some silver ones, this one with the flowery, the green again, and then the rest I did my own motif around it. These are just for me. I'm not going to sell these or anything, but it just makes me happy to keep being creative even on vacation. And I did this on the train trip from Victoria Station to Brighton. This is work in progress still. It's got newspaper, the gift wraps, and the brown paper from a sandwich that I got, some of the washi tape. This one we did I was in Hyde Park. I actually have the ticket train ticket from Brighton underneath there. There's my suitcase label up there, you know, little bits and pieces. And then there's white tissue that from a wrapping that I had. This is from a map, and the white lines I extended and did them all black. This is not finished, but I do go back to it every now and again and add things to it. This was from a art magazine that I bought. And I just stuck it in here and then give it a little frame to it. More wrapping paper, and oh yes, and I do use labels. I use a lot of labels. I keep them all and I just stick them in places. And this one is not finished. This one is not finished either, but I'm still working on it. It's got some labels from Sarah. And some other things, wrappings and things. Oh yes, I did get this sticker. I found that sticker and I thought it was really cute. Some more. This was actually from Fish and Chips. They don't use newspaper anymore, but it's a look-alike newspaper, so I stuck that there. And it's actually got some ketchup. Oops. Yeah, we went to the ABBA Voyage concert, so I stuck my bracelet there, and a gift that I got, some of the merchandise. This is not finished, but you know, this is from a book. We went to the Tate Museum, the modern Tate, and right opposite there was this art bookstore, and they were selling books for £1, £2 and £5, and I bought quite a few. And so this is gonna be my next little piece that I'm gonna add. It's from one of the books that I ripped it out. Still don't know what I'm gonna do there. So that's book number 1, and this is book number 2. This one, yeah, and my kids also enjoy drawing, because they take it and they add. My son, this is from my daughter. She did this one. She's really talented. And my son did 2 beautiful watercolors too, but he ripped them out and kept them for himself. So I don't have it here to share. And this is another book that I had, but I never really used it. So I thought I'd bring it with me and get the hang of it. And so I've been doing the same, just sticking paper and adding color, random, no meaning, and then I'll go back and do something with it. My daughter did this on the train to Brighton. Here I've been doing some marking. Yeah, another one. Just really doing some marks and trying to be happy with that and keeping it simple. Again, some papers. I got a tattoo stencil in Camden Market, and I've been using that for henna, and tissue paper layering, and here's more of that stencil. Some more markings. I kind of I'm really enjoying the thick black line with this crayon. This crayon is gorgeous to use, and it's soluble, so you can just add a bit of water, and it gets really nice and blurry. Piece of paper here, more paper, just newspaper here, and just adding color and texture. I like this one a lot. Came out quite nice. This one too, with those tattoos. It kind of looks like a landscape-ish. There's the stencil itself. I just stuck it there. I did one piece over here, and that's not finished either. But I just stick pages, and then I go back, and then I go back, and keep working on them until I'm happy. Like, I know this is done. This is done. I'm not sure if this is done yet, or this. So, you know, I go back on it and I keep adding, and I keep adding. I finished these two today. I was working on these two today again on the trip on the train. Yeah, I worked on this today. I'm not really happy with what I added, but still, you know, I haven't touched this one. I don't know what else I will add, but I might. I like these two. I think I'm going to keep those as is. I might blur those lines with a bit of water. That might help. I still need to finish this one. But, you know, as I say, these are for me, and it's just, they're not meant to be pretty, and they're not meant to, you know, they're not going to go anywhere. They're just for my own pleasure and just to keep creative during my vacation. And so, you know, just wanted to share that with you. I don't bring a lot with me. I do use this a lot. In fact, it's a little, it has been used quite a bit, but it's very useful. It's very, very versatile. I just get a bit of water in the hotel, I get a glass of water, and I just use that, and I just keep you know, especially with the crayons, this is very handy, because then you can just dilute them. And I also use this as well with this crayon, the woody pencil, because the woody pencil is water soluble, so it's really fun to use. I really like this. I'm gonna get some more colors when I get home. That's it. Just wanted to let you know that, you know, even though I'm not publishing stuff and I'm not putting things out there, I still try to be creative every day, in other ways, and little bits here and there. And, you know, they're not, you know, they're quite limited and quite rough, but, you know, it just keeps me happy and keeps me going. And I like adding the pieces from my journey, because and then I remember, you know, oh yeah, I did go there, oh yeah, the train ticket, and so and so. Anyway, thank you. Bye.